Okay, so this part was the part you guys were supposed to do as a class. You guys split up into groups and you were supposed to figure out how the tiles were being added in each one. And so I'm going to start with pattern 2. Pattern 2, I notice, is a cross shape, and it looks like each wing is getting bigger by 1 on each side. Okay, I noticed that. And so if I was to draw, if these are figures 1, 2, and 3, if I was to draw figure 4 over here, then it would look like this. It would be, let's see, I'll start on this side and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, only 4. And then I would draw that shape like that. And then I would do this one. And let's break those up. So each one of these little wings is 4 now. And actually, as I say that out loud, I'm already hearing a pattern. Do you guys hear a pattern when I say that? Figure 4. Okay, so those are my new tiles in that one. And then if I go back, in time, I notice that each wing is getting shorter. So it goes from 4 to 3 to 2 to 1. So I think that these were probably the new tiles. It seems like the new tiles are always the end tiles of the wing. And so that means that the only tile that's left is this middle tile right here. So my starting tiles are these tiles here, or that tile there, which is the center. And I just feel like when I do this, it just makes it so much more clear how my pattern is growing. So when I look for connections between the figure number and the tiles, the one that I see most obviously is that the wings are the same length as the figure number. So if I'm in figure number 1, all of my tiles or all of my little wings here are 1 long. If I am in figure number 2, the length is 2 for each of the wings. And when I am in figure 3, the length is 3 for each of the wings. And when I am in figure 4, the length is 4 for each of the wings. That was the one I was pointing at earlier when I said, do you hear the pattern? When I said there was 4 in each wing in figure 4. So and then there's no wings. Look, there's no wings at all in figure 0. So again, how many figure numbers do I see? Well, I see 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 figure numbers in each pattern. So 4 times the figure number, but then that's not all the tiles. That forgets about this middle tile here. So we have to remember the middle tile. So in this one, if I wanted to know how many tiles there were, I would probably say the tiles equal the figure number times 4, just like I did last time, plus, but in this time, the starting amount is only 1. It just starts with 1. So when I take the figure number and I multiply it by 4, and then I add 1, that should tell me how many tiles are in here. Now I'm going to test that out really quick. This is how you can test that out. Oh, also I'm going to write my rule. I'm going to write it as a rule. So the tiles equal y. 4 times the figure number equals 4 times x plus 1. Now I'm going to test that out here with, this is the rule. That's what this is called. It is the rule. It is the way that we can figure out how many. I'm going to write it up here for the previous one too, the rule. It is how we can figure out how many tiles there are for any figure number. So in figure 4, let's see if I actually count the tiles. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, plus 1 in the middle is 17. Now what happens if I use my rule for this? So I would do y equals 4 times the figure number, which is 4, plus 1. Y equals 16 plus 1. So my tiles, which is y, equals 16 plus 1, which is 17. That matches what I did. And I'll test it again here, where it's not 4, figure number 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 for the one in the middle. So 4 times the figure number, which is 3, plus 1 is going to give me 12 plus 1, which equals 13 tiles. So again, my rule works. So what if I wanted to do figure number 100? What would I do? Figure number 100 would be y equals 4 times the figure number plus 1. Plus 1. So I would do y equals 4 times 100 plus 1, and that is equal to y, which is the tiles. Again, don't forget that y is equal to the tiles, is 400 plus 1, which is 401.